Thanks for joining me. Today we're kind of at a new old spot. The reason it's old is I've been here before. Didn't do much detecting because it was a long walk kind of to get there. By the time I got there it was dark and I was tired, so anyway. But a new area because I found a new place to park that is substantially closer to get to the area I want to get to, which is great. This is probably one of the oldest sections of this town I currently live in. So I'm kind of anxious to get going. As usual, got a late start, so let's kind of get to it. Kind of first thing right off the bat, as you can tell, a lot of this area has been logged. What else is kind of interesting is you're seeing a lot of these red pines here, and a lot of these red pines were planted after World War II as kind of a way to reforest old farmland because they took readily to the soil and they grew almost anywhere. So I stopped here because this kind of looked like a kind of a good flat area, and it looked like there was something going on here at one time, whether it was a farm access road or maybe even an old road. I don't think it's an old road though, and I'll show you in a second. It's kind of all relatively flat. So it looks like this land was worked for one reason or another. So we're gonna slow down, and it looks like it hasn't been worked in some time due to the some of the diameter of some of the trees. So I'm gonna slow down here, get out the detector, and see if anything we can find anything out here. Looks like someone put this old plate on this tree stump here. Now the pattern looks old. Eugenia, semi-porcelain, Hanley, J&C Meakin, and Claire. So it's kind of interesting. Might be an old farm dump near here. We have to keep our eyes open for that. So today we're using the Minelab Equinox. I recently got this cover because I had a little bit of an unfortunate event. Well, it turned out being fortunate. So I put this down to go climb up a cliff or a ravine, something like that. And I came back to look for it and I lost it. So I spent probably, I don't know, a good 45 minutes looking for it. So I finally found it. Anyway, I found this guy on eBay who 3D prints these covers, and it's kind of rubberized, so it kind of protects it too. You know, it's not quite flush with the screen, so if anything lands on it or if it lands face down, it'll kind of protect it. But best of all, I should be able to see that. So we got our first target of the day. It's reading about it's jumping between 24, 26. But it's pretty consistent, so let's dig it. Turned out to be an old mason jar lid. So that's a good sign. We're in an old area. Kind of went up on this small hill and getting all kinds of signals kind of throughout here. So I was getting a really good signal right there. So I figured we could dig it together and kind of see what it is. Kind of cleared away some of the brush. Of course, it's right in between some tree roots. And it is. It looks like a coin. Let's see. Be the first to see it as I see it. I'll show you it. I don't know how well that can focus in on that, but yeah, matron head, I believe. Cool. If I get a date off that, I'll include it. So still I haven't really moved much from the area, but just pulled that up. Some sort of decorative piece. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Almost looks like a peacock, doesn't it? I just pulled up this beauty. That is a 2-cent piece. And this one looks like it's in great shape. Great shape. Oh, that's awesome. I'll clean all these up when we get home, and we'll get some dates off these. Nice. Well, you can probably get the date off it right there. Let's see if I can get it. It is, I just need a tiny bit more light. 1870, I believe. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna clean up really nice. So standing at the top of the stone wall looking down, you can kind of tell the difference. Now over there is kind of all jaggedy and rocky and ravines and just not very probably conducive to farming. But then you look over here, and comparatively speaking, it's a lot more flat. You got some old pines and some old oaks, kind of hardwood, over in this section. And you go over in this section, a lot of it's pine. I think we're gonna stick over here on this side. And then of course you're kind of right down the center of where the stone wall went, and you have these big beautiful old trees. So yeah, let's kind of follow the stone wall and see what we can find. Not really sure what it is. It looks decorative though. Imagine copper. Or just a twisted up piece of wire, but. And kind of from the center where I've been detecting, found this buffalo nickel. Can't quite get a date off it, but as usual, we'll wash it off when we get home and I'll share the date with you. Hi. I'll leave him alone. We'll try to get a little bit closer. Hi. Sleeping? Yeah. We'll leave you alone, all right? Cute little guys, aren't they?